Good evening. Welcome, Mr. Ward. Distinguished guests, AUD Governing Board, faculty, staff, and of course, parents, families, and students. To those of you joining us virtually, and to those of you here with us this evening, welcome to the beautiful campus of the American University in Dubai. To the AUD class of 2020, welcome back. It is a joy and it is a privilege to welcome you back to your campus for this long, overdue, and well-deserved in-person graduation. It is my distinct pleasure this evening to introduce our commencement speaker. If you go to the UAE Pavilion at Expo 2020, you will encounter the remarkable story of an AUD graduate who used his passion for education to transform how millions of Arabic-speaking children take their first steps into the world of education. After witnessing how eager his young children were to interact with mobile devices, Badr Ward had an idea. What if mobile devices could be used to develop children's language and academic skills? What if their interest in mobile devices could be used to inspire creativity, imagination, and a desire for learning? From this inquiry was born Lamsa, an Arabic educational app that has empowered children around the world to gain foundational knowledge they need during their most formative years. With more than 17 million downloads, Lamsa introduces children to essential skills associated with early childhood education, including numerical literacy, reading and writing, critical thinking, self-expression, and exploration of the world around them. Children explore these skills through interactive videos, storybooks, games, and other educational activities. This innovation and this approach to early childhood education has made Lamsa the #1 children's app across more than 10 Arabic markets on both the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store. Badr is, in this regard, a trendsetter, and the world has taken notice. Not only is he recognized as a leader in the ed-tech industry across the Middle East and North Africa, but he has been selected by the World Economic Forum as a member of the Global Future Council, and he is featured as a dreamer and an innovative educator at Expo 2020. Now, these accomplishments came through hard work, innovative thinking, and a love for learning, all of which are at the center of the AUD experience. Badr has shown that when these qualities are taken out into the world, one person truly can positively touch the lives of millions. It is my honor to extend a warm welcome to this year's commencement speaker, AUD alumnus and the founder and CEO of Lamsa, Badr Ward.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, deans of AUD schools, and most importantly, class of 2020. Dr. Schwartz, my father recently sent me a motivational video that's a few minutes long, and I was sitting next to my daughter who's 14 years old, Judy. I started playing the video and then she says, "Dad, stop." I said, "What's wrong, Judy?" She said, "They all sound the same, Baba." So I looked at her and I said, "Then what inspires you?" She says, tell me a story. So today I'm taking Judy's advice and I'm telling you a story. Before I do that, let me just give you a bit of context. My daughter Judy is 14 years old, and let me tell you a bit about her. She asks so many questions, and most of the time I honestly don't have the right answers to, but I do entertain her questions. This curiosity of hers has made her ask big questions in life that is forming very strong convictions in Judy. So when I ask her, what do you want to be when you grow up? She says, I want to address inequality, gender equality, injustice around the world, the refugee crisis. So all of these big topics a 14-year-old is telling me she wants to solve, and I'm very proud of that dream. Adam, on the other hand, who's 13 years old, is one of the most creative kids I've seen. On his last birthday, I got him a drill, like a real machine. And I've never seen him happier. With the drill, he's able to channel his creativity into either breaking or building something, depending on the day. Both of these two kids are very extremely different, but they're united with one thing, which is they're both dreamers. And me as a parent, my main job is to actually kindle and spark and nurture those dreams and empower them with the right supporting systems and tools for them to achieve on those dreams. And so, the story of Judy and Adam is what really inspired me to start Lamsa. It inspired me to take dreams of young children and turn them into reality, help them, empower them. You see, my parents were unconditionally supportive as well. From my teenage years, they challenged me and we openly discussed my choices, even if they were not so regular choices. They always stood by my side and my decisions, and one of their most important decisions and support I got was for me to get accepted at the American University in Dubai. When I got here, I was young. I still am. You're laughing. I am young. I was ambitious. And I had dreams. AUD was also young, ambitious, and had dreams. So we fell in love. We fell in love with the visionary leader who not only had enormous dreams, but included all of us in his dreams. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum His Highness used to show up in our classes. No pressure. But he used to come and share his dreams. And he encouraged us actually to have infinite dreams with his incredibly inspiring and thought-provoking "why not?" So yes, from early on, I was privileged and blessed, much like my own kids, surrounded by people who didn't question my ambitions, but rather encouraged me in every step of the way. I actually drew my personal inspirations from my own parents, Yusuf and Amira. My father was born in a refugee camp, nurtured his passion for math and numbers, always relating them to the world around us. Against all odds, Yusuf, my father, has ended up becoming a top leader at IBM, shaping the tech landscape across the region. Very, very young age, but grew up with a mission to always give back to her community and children through education and volunteer work. She went on to become one of the first Montessori teachers in the region, teaching thousands of kids around the region including myself. My mom and dad were sitting just like you parents up there and around here, parents of the graduating class of 2020, eagerly waiting for your children to walk across the stage not so long ago. Little did they know, little did my parents know, little did we all know, as we walked down the stage to pick up our graduation certificates, like you will today, what the future held for us. And let me tell you, you're in for an exciting, thrilling, and let's say adventurous life. My AUD classmates who were sitting amongst those chairs today and I embarked on very different journeys with different ambitions, but with the same drive for achievement, excellence, and success. Each of us went our own way, like you will. And we still do, and have given back to this incredible city, this incredible country, and across the entire world. Everywhere you go, you'll see an AUD footprint. You see, your AUD degree is your passport to the world. It's your passport to global success and achievement. Whether you're an aspiring architect, engineer, journalist, or even an entrepreneur, the education you have received inside and outside of these walls have prepared you. They've prepared you to thrive and become the best versions of your own selves, and that's what really matters. You should be your biggest fans and be proud of yourself the most before expecting others to be your fans and proud of you. Today, you have all it takes to channel your interests, your passion, your areas of strength, your knowledge into achieving your dreams. The one thing that you will get from this moment onwards is that your passions and interests and knowledge combined is what makes you believe, what makes you unique, and what makes you unique to yourself and to others. Your AUD education and journey are much more than a fancy piece of paper that you're going to get today and hang on the wall. You should do that as well. They represent a powerful new chapter filled with long life friendships and endless possibilities. Did I know when I walked out of these doors that I will end up working and collaborating with some of the best scientists, engineers, educators, and creative people from around the world? Not quite. But when I reflect on my journey, I now realize that our dreams are either limited or expanded based on our surroundings, our environment, and the people we surround ourselves with. AUD's creative and innovative environment, which you and I have spent years immersed in, empowered me with skills that go beyond academic knowledge. I'm talking about creative thinking, analytical skills, problem solving, communication skills, compassion, and empathy. These skills and many more might not be printed on your certificates today, but believe me, along with your academic and industry knowledge that you have gained here, these soft skills you've been taught here in AUD will empower you. They will empower you towards greatness. They will empower you towards excellence. They will empower you towards value creation. They will empower you to deliver on impact, to make this world a better place for all of us. What some of you may not appreciate or understand or realize walking out of AUD into the world is how incredibly diverse this community is and how it expands your universe. You see, AUD gave me a lifelong asset, a network of like-minded people that you can only appreciate with time. Today, I can tell you with full confidence that I dream of enabling every child on this planet with the education they need to reach their full potential. And I believe I will, with the right support and partnerships along the way. Through my digital learning app, Lamsa, I have already empowered millions of children around the world, including over 250,000 refugee kids, like my father once was. But I continue to ask myself, do I stop here? And the answer is no. Impact and success, I believe, are infinite. AUD Class of 2020. You've been through a lot. You've already pushed boundaries and shown to yourself first and others how resilient, how adaptable you are in this crazy world. Give yourselves a clap. Today, I'm here to tell you that you have everything, and I mean it, everything, to write your own success stories, to be the artists of your own masterpiece. And so, I leave you with one tiny question. How big of a dream will you dare to dream? I'll repeat that. How big of a dream will you dare to dream? Thank you very much.
Mr. Wald, on behalf of the class of 2020, thank you very much for your inspiring story and your motivating words. I think everyone here shares my sentiments that you're a real role model to AUD students and graduates.